Okay, in this tutorial we'll be talking about the cutting of the shirt, but I'd like to start out by telling you some of the things that most shirt makers, when they start their shop, put together. First of all, to be organized with your customers, get some kind of a pattern envelope. Now this particular envelope is a Tyvek. It's a 9 by 12. And what I've done all along is I have a rubber stamp and I'll put a pattern number on it, name, date. But you could put phone number, any information that would be beneficial to you and your customers you could put on the envelope. And in the end, believe it or not, a simple thing like folding and putting the pattern I will show you. But getting to the pattern pieces, those of you who have taken the drafting course already know what I'm talking about as far as the patterns, for example, are collars. In this particular case, this customer likes French cuffs. He also likes a barrel cuff. In this particular case, I went away from the standard yoke and had a wider. He liked a wider yoke. And I'll have a tutorial on that, how to make them wider so that everything balances. The sleeve, check everything to make sure before you actually start cutting your pattern as far as the notches. Make sure any changes are done before you start cutting. And as far as the front pattern, remember I showed you how to do the fold, the extension. And one thing I really haven't made clear is normally beyond the front, I usually add a couple of inches. The reason being is when I actually fold it, it allows me a little room to hold on to and stitch. And then what I do is I usually turn it over and I can see where the cut line of the neck is, and I'll cut that off after it's been sewn. So that's just a little tool that I use. And my back pattern. Oh, and before I forget, I want to know about the, I'll mark my dot or my hole with an owl so that I can put my pocket on there. And again, I'll show you all about that and cutting all the pieces. Along with the patterns, you'll need some marking devices, and there are several types of chalks, various colors. This particular little one here is one that I pick up at motels and hotels. They're usually 1 inch by 1 inch, and I'll shave them and I'll use them for marking. And they've been, here's a big one, one of the luxury hotels, and you can see that I shaved it a little bit, created a nice sharp angle, and I'll use that for marking. In our demonstration I'll be using this a lot. There are other tools that I have used since they've come on the market. Water-soluble purple and a water-soluble blue. The blue normally I'll mark the buttons and buttonholes because they won't disappear until you wash them out. Now the purple normally in 72 hours will disappear, or if you add water and steam them, they'll disappear. During the course I'm going to be using a Sharpie so you can see the lines on camera. And also you can do a lot of marking of your patterns, especially if they're pastel colors, whites, yellows, light colors. You can use your pencil to mark around the pattern. And there's a couple of methods that I'll be showing you in marking the patterns for cutting. And in the next segment, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you a little bit about the fabrics and what you should look for when you're going to cut for your